and welcome back in my reading corner. Thank you so much for joining me for the 2018 Bookish Box Awards. Woohoo! So this is the time of the year when all the booktube channels are starting to do their favorite and their worst reads kind of sum ups, and I believe on my channel, as we're focusing a lot on the bookish subscription boxes, we should be doing our favorite book boxes of the year. Disclaimer right away, I will not be talking about my least favorite simply because I do not want to start off the year with talking and ranting about boxes that I didn't like. There are a few, but I'm not going to do this year. Maybe I'm going to do that next year. If you guys want this type of video, then I will consider it. But this time we're going to stay on the positive side. All right, should we get started? So I have selected a few categories. I will only be able to rate and give awards to book boxes that I have gotten myself. So there are a few boxes that I believe could be really good contenders that I simply weren't able to purchase because of shipping, because they were like locally restricted. There might be boxes that I didn't get simply because of my budget. I too am on a budget and I can't get all the boxes. I would love to, but I'm not there yet. So it might be a little bit limited, but I do feel like I had a very good selection of boxes and I can do a pretty good award show here. And the first category of the evening is Best Diverse Book Box. And the nominees are the Diversitybear from, I believe, the Netherlands, and the Rainbow Book Box from the UK. Sadly, both of them are by now discontinued, and I have not received a good box that is still active, that is focusing on diversity in 2018. I'm really hoping to change that in 2019. If you know a very good box that is focusing on diverse reads, please let me know so I can subscribe to new boxes. But for 2018, the winner is the Diversitybear. They had good selection of book picks. They had really nice products in the boxes. I am actually not sure if I have uploaded the unboxings because I unboxed them and then I received the notice that they are discontinuing, and at that point I deprioritized it on the editing, so it might have not made the cut. But here the award goes to the discontinued box Diversitybear. The next category is Best Book Only, so a subscription service where you are just receiving a book. I know that there are a lot of good contenders in the USA that I could not include because I couldn't get my hands on them. So for now and for this year, the nominees are the Willoughby subscription service and the Blind Date with a Book. And the winner by far is the Willoughby Book Club. I think I might have talked about this amazing service a couple of times on my channel already. You can select a subscription. They're starting at £29.99 Great British pounds, and you will receive several months of books. And you not only pick a genre, you can really specify the type of book you like to read, the type of idea. You could go in there and say, I want only books that have the trope of the love triangle. And you can tell them your Goodreads like list, what you have read, etc. So they will go out and pick a book that is completely to your liking. And that is an amazing service. I will be looking into that service a little bit further and deeper in 2019, but I loved it last year, and therefore the award goes to the Willoughby Book Club. I also have a 10% discount code down below, so if you subscribe to them, use it so you can get 50% off when you're subscribing. The next category is the best bookish content, and by that I mean the box that has the best books in them. So we're talking about boxes that have books and a few goodies, but we're focusing on the bookish part of the box. So which box has more than one book, has a brilliant theme around it, gets us maybe some exclusive things. For example, I once got a Penguin teen thing where you had like first, second chapters and excerpts from like all the releases in the, I think in the quarter or something. I have received a lot of arcs as a second book on top of the normal book. And for that, the nominees are the Strand, the book Hookup by the Strand shop in New York. You will always get a signed first edition, and you will also always get a second book that matches the theme of the first book somehow. They seem to be picking a lot of quite diverse books, and I have received most of the time the second book was an ARC, which is amazing. And the second nominee is the Illumicrate from Great Britain, and here I have also received a lot of ARCs as a second book, and I felt like the book picks overall were quite diverse as well. Both boxes, by the way, are quarterly boxes. So if you are on a budget and you want to pick a box every now and then and don't really want to afford one every month, these boxes are both very good contenders. And overall, I would totally recommend both. So if you're in the US, you might want to prefer the Strand one. And if you're in the UK or in Europe, you might want to prefer the Illumicrate one, simply due to shipping costs. But overall, my winner is the Illumicrate. And here it just simply comes down to overall value, because they're both really good contenders in the category that they are. But the overall better box, in my opinion, is the Illumicrate. And I do believe I have an unboxing that you can check out. Might be the August-September Illumicrate or something that I totally fell in love with, and it might have been my personal favorite box of the year. The next category this evening is Best Concept. And for this, the nominees are, first off, the Page Habit, where you receive, and you already will know what the book is that you're going to receive. So the first nominee in this category is Page Habit. This box is curated by an author and the author of the book, so you will already know what the book pick is that you're getting. And they're curating this box around this read, and the book that you will receive will be annotated by the author. So you get little like post-its where a few things are written on it with thoughts about the book. So, and I feel like that is an awesome idea. The second nominee is the Shelflove Reads, and the Shelflove Reads is a book box that focuses on YA readers above the age of 21. So they're picking a few different items, and what I really love about this and makes it unique and standing out to the other themed boxes is that the themes aren't fandomish themes, they are more so reader-writer themes. So we have, I think, we had necessary reads or a writer's box focusing around being an author. I think the next one is like wine reads or something. So it's more, the theme is more about us and not about a fandom, and I think that's quite unique. And the third nominee is the Once Upon a Book Club, where you receive a couple of gifts with page numbers on them. And if you are frequently watching my channel, you might have seen a few unboxings of these, because I vlog, I do like reading diaries while reading the book, because you are supposed to only open the gift once you get to a certain point in the book. And it usually says something like, for example, she was fumbling her necklace, and then it says, open your gift, and then in your gift it is the necklace, and it brings the book to life. And the award goes to the Once Upon a Book Club. There shouldn't be a big surprise here, because I love this concept. It's unique and it's amazing, and I really do hope that in 2019 they are continuing to pick quality items and less like, it's not only about getting a necklace because it says necklace. Please give us a good necklace and not cheap trash from like Asian dollar stores. That was my concern in a few boxes there. So really good contender for a unique concept. The next category is exclusive book author items. So we're talking about a box that gives us an exclusive cover, gives us exclusive editions, gives us always like letter from the authors, gives us signed editions. So it's all about this exclusive bookish edition. And the nominees in this category are from the US, the Owlcrate, which is well known and they have a lot of exclusive editions. I believe all books are from now on, or like beginning of 2018, they are signed editions. So not only like a book plate, they're properly signed. And the second nominee is from the UK. The second nominee is the Fairyloot. Also always exclusive covers. I'm not sure if they are always signed editions, but they're always beautiful exclusive editions. And the winner is the Fairyloot. And that comes down to a very, very simple reason. The Fairyloot editions seem to be overall more thought after when trying to resell it. So it seems like the exclusive Fairyloot editions, they just are more thought after, and therefore in this category the Fairyloot just wins. The next category is Best Non-Fantasy Book Box, and I picked this category simply because there are a lot of book boxes that are focusing on a fantasy-ish theme. For some reason, a lot of them are just simply fantasy. And for this, I didn't have a lot of nominees. If you know, and like if your favorite book box is a non-fantasy box, please pop them in the comments so I can check them out in 2019, and I have more contenders. And the winner for 2018 is the Totally Booked Crate. The Totally Booked Crate has really good value for money. They have awesome book picks. You can pick either fantasy or contemporary, and the contemporary pick has always been an awesome pick that I was really delighted about, and the items are really good, so it has been very consistent with the value for money. So the overall box is something that I can totally recommend for somebody who loves YA contemporary reads. I believe they also have a new adult romancy box that I haven't checked out because I simply do not like to read romance, and so I don't want to put too much money on it. I would love to review it and maybe give it away, but I at this point don't want to spend so much money on boxes where I already know that I will not find the book to my taste. So that's why I haven't checked it out yet. But if you do like romance, this might be something that you want to check out. And the next category is the best low budget box. For this, I also didn't have too many contenders, and I would love to find more contenders in 2019. We have the rules for this category are that you get a book, but you also get something else on top. So this might be smaller, this might be a reduced version or something. And I believe some boxes that I'm getting the full version are doing mini versions of, but I have never tested them. So I will have to look into that more in 2019. But in 2018, the winner is the Chocolate and Book Box from the UK. The Chocolate and Book Box has, and this is what made this box win, is that they are not sending a new released book, but they're sending niche books. They're sending books that are hidden gems, and they are always sending a luxurious chocolate, so like a more expensive chocolate, and a hot drink. And this box has really, really good potential. They are always slightly below the value that you paid for, including shipping, but I believe it's only £14.99, so it's super affordable. You get paperbacks, so the shipping doesn't cost that much, and they are in like a small letter envelope. I do have a couple of unboxings. Check them out. They are a really good contender if you're on a budget and you just want to find new books, new selections. So this might be a really good in between the themed boxes like the Fairyloot and the Fae Crate and the Shelflove Reads, and something like a service like the Willoughby. The next category is Best Classics subscription service. So there are a few subscription services that send out classics, and they vary from having beautiful covers, like the nominee Bookishly. They have, additionally to the classics, they do make pretty dust covers on top that make your classics look beautiful. And the second nominee in this category is the Noveltea, and they include things like a tea and some stationery. So they are mostly also in like letter size, and they're very, very affordable book boxes. And the award goes to the Noveltea book box. I don't even know if it's book box, but it's the Noveltea from Australia, and I believe this is one of these boxes that is also curated and run by a booktuber, so go check her out as well. The next award goes to Best Newcomer on the Block, and this means this goes to a box that has to have started their service in 2018 and is not discontinued. So I am not counting. I had a few contenders that I wanted to include, but as soon as they said that they are discontinuing, I had to get them off the list. So the winner in this category is the Fae Crate from the USA. The Fae Crate is a normal themed YA fantasy-ish. They're not only focusing on fantasy, but it feels a lot of fantasy. The themes are usually revolving around one of our like fantasy-ish fandoms. The Fae Crate tries to set themselves apart a little bit by offering a shirt in their box, and you can either pick just the shirt, just the box, or box plus shirt. And this is the version that I am usually rating and unboxing on my channel. They also always have a free ebook additionally to the normal like items, so that is a plus as well. The last category of the evening is the overall favorite fandom themed book box. All my contenders are YA because I was focusing a lot on YA boxes because that is the favorite genre that I'm reading. I'm hoping to branch out a little bit more in 2019, but be warned, this is all YA. In this category, I looked at the usability of the items that were included, overall value for money, the book picks in general, and the consistency of the box. So do we always have equally well curated boxes, or is the quality varying a lot? The nominees in this category are from the USA, the Owlcrate, who has always a really high priced item, has a special like exclusive book, and is overall always very good value for money, and they are very consistent. From Canada, the nominee is the Cushy Crate, and they have also a very nice book pick. They have very good overall value for money. Sadly, this is a discontinued box, but they are starting to do like special edition boxes for special releases. So I am excited to see where this is going. For the EU, the nominee is the Illumicrate, because the Illumicrate has a very good mixture of quality fandom-y items and nice book selections, and we often get a second book, which most of the time was an ARC as well, and the overall value for money is very, very consistent. Never any problems with the items, never any misprints, late deliveries, etc. So very consistent. And from the rest of the world, the nominee is the YA Chronicles, which has always also very good book selections and nice items, and is overall a very good value for money. And the award goes to the Owlcrate. Even though my personal favorite box of the year was the Illumicrate, just objectively the Owlcrate has better value for money and is a little bit more consistent with having really high value for money. And on top, they have the exclusive editions that also have really good resale value if you do not want to keep the book, if it's not for you, or if you are like me and you unhaul after reading most of your books. So overall, I had to give the award to the Owlcrate. This is it for our Bookish Book Box Awards of 2018. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the categories. Let me know if you have any ideas what should become a category. Let me know if you have any boxes that I definitely should check out because you think they should have won one of the categories. So let me hear your thoughts. Let me hear your inspiration. I would love to take everything on board for an amazing 2019 with amazing boxes and hopefully new contenders, new boxes on my channel, and a lot of diversity in boxes as well. I'm really looking forward to try out new boxes, so come at me with comments, come at me with ideas. And yeah, I'm really hoping to see you again on my channel with some unboxings real soon. Before you leave, hit that subscribe button not to miss any of the unboxings that I'm doing. Give me a thumbs up just to support me, and if you haven't done so before, check out my monthly giveaway. I have a monthly giveaway with items and books from the boxes that I'm getting that I'm not keeping, where you can always win awesome stuff, so check that out before you leave. Until then, bye!